Coming up. You know the voice. You may not know the face, but I know you know the voice. From Boomer 102.5, Mr. Al Haynes.
Thank you. How about this gentleman right here? Round of applause here. I remember where I was 9/11. I looked at the television in disbelief. I could not believe what was going on. It took me a while. And it didn't really hit me until later on in September when the Shriners Circus came, and I saw these little kids, and we almost didn't have it. The Shriners almost didn't have that circus that year because of 9/11. We were still kind of in shock. Pro football was having trouble, right? They stopped their games. But I was at the Columbus Civic Center meeting these little kids, and all I could think about was, how dare you? How dare you attack my country? I am so glad that we got payback. If you are too, make some noise. I tell you, if you're an American, make some noise. All right. Man, I tell you what, I see so many beautiful people, so many beautiful bikes. I am proud and honored to be a part of this celebration. When Brad asked me, would I do this? I said, are you kidding me? I'll pay you to be up here with these patriots. Some beautiful bikes out there too. Aren't there some nice bikes out here? I wish I could afford it. We've got to thank our sponsors, of course, P&B Broadcasting, and that's like 9 stations. And you see some of our assets here. Boomer, Classic Rock 105.5, Kissin' 99.3 with Bear O'Brien. Y'all know Bear, right? He's been at it a long time, so have I. The Q, RCG, we're very honored to be out here. We also want to thank Omaha Brewing and Chattahoochee Harley-Davidson. This thing has been going on for 16 years, and it benefits our house at Carpenter's Way and Arabella Home for Girls. Also, we want to tell you about, we got other bands that's going to play. We got a band, Aerosmith covers band. They're called Pandora's Box. That's going to be tonight. You will be impressed. Now, if you know music, and I've been doing this stuff for like 44 years. Steven Tyler is one of the hardest voices to emulate. Very hard of Aerosmith because of his high register. He can hit E over middle C, and most folks can't do that. This gentleman can. He's later on tonight. He'll be here at 9 o'clock. Let me see if we're about ready. So you don't want to miss that. We're going to present the flags now and read you a little something about each flag. United States Army. On 14th June 1775, the Second Continental Congress formed the Continental Army as a means for the 13 unified American colonies to fight the forces of Britain. George Washington was unanimously elected Commander-in-Chief of the fledgling army, and he would lead the colonies to victory and independence, and that's why we're here today. The United States Marine Corps, 2 battalions, Semper Fi. 2 battalions of Continental Marines were formed on 10th November 1775 in Philadelphia as a service branch of infantry troops capable of fighting for independence both at sea and on shore. These men are feared and respected the world over. The United States Navy, established 13 October 1775, the U.S. Navy traces its origin to the Continental Navy, which was established during the American Revolutionary War. The main goal of the Navy was to intercept shipments of British material and generally disrupt British maritime commercial operations. That's what they did. The United States Air Force, initially part of the United States Army. The USAF was formed as a separate branch of the military on 18 September 1947 under the National Security Act of 1947. The U.S. Air Force provides air support for surface forces and aids in the recovery of troops in the field. The United States Coast Guard, created by Congress on 4th August 1790 at the request of Alexander Hamilton as the Revenue Marine. It is the oldest continuous seagoing service of the United States. The modern Coast Guard was formed by a merger of the Revenue Cutter Service and the U.S. Life Saving Service on 28 January 1915 under the U.S. Department of the Treasury. our United States flag. One more time, our United States flag. The current design of the U.S. flag is its 27th. The design of the flag has been modified officially 26 times since 1977. Since 1777. The 48-star flag was in effect for 47 years until the 49-star version became official on July 4th, 1959. The 50-star flag was ordered by the then President Eisenhower on August 21st, 1959, and was adopted in July 1960. It is the longest used version of the U.S. flag and has been in use for over 57 years, the United States flag. Okay. Yep, technical difficulties. Bear with us a second. I was told to stall. I had a joke for you, but I see the faces of too many kids, so I'll back away from that.
Brian, shake it off.
Who's Georgia playing?
None of us will ever forget this day afterward.
I was at school.
We apologize.
I was in art and we turned on the TV. Our teacher said, "Do you know what happened?"
Attack in New York this morning.
We all watched on TV and it said,
There's a lot of black smoke, a lot of twisted
and
debris.
it showed the buildings falling.
Nothing there but smoke and ash.
Mostly everybody's going home from school because their parents worked in the Twin Towers.
Huge cloud of sixth grade smoke. That is all you can see when you look.
My mom came and checked me out early, and we went home and we were watching the news the whole day, and everybody was scared.
Nothing can possibly prepare us for the kinds of things we've been seeing this morning.
We just saw the people and we felt so sorry that everything
One of
happened.
the most familiar sights in the New York area. The buildings are gone.
September 11th.
I felt sad for all the people that died because they're innocent.
September 11 will go down in our history as a day to remember.
We have suffered great loss.
You know, maybe I took my country for granted in the past, but I don't anymore. And I understand for the first time how valuable and how precious our freedom is.
The advance of human freedom, the great achievement of our time.
What we're fighting for is our freedom.
Now depends on us.
We need to protect our freedom for our kids.
We're going to have to stick it out because it's either their children or it's our children.
You remember when you watch Saving Private Ryan and you see those guys going up the beach and you think, how in the heck could they do that? For the first time in my life, I understood a love for my country, where I am really, honest to God, I'm willing to die. I'm willing for my family to die.
It's going to be gut-wrenching, but we've got to hang in there.
This doesn't make you, I've been doing this a long time. This doesn't make you kind of sit back and weep a few tears and you don't have a soul.
We will not tire.
Soul.
Someday,
Soul.
We will not falter.
Soul.
those responsible
Soul.
We will not fail.
Soul.
will be brought to justice. Stories that bring tears to our eyes.
He was like an angel. And I just keep thinking he had to go help someone else. He was a wonderful person. He was very caring. He took care of everyone. He was the type of person, like, I really think that he was a leader and he was helping the people come down.
We're all in it together. It's kind of the way it always was and it always will be, and we need to stay together.
It's been proven that if the good people, honest, average, everyday people defend themselves, then we've actually